Welcome back everyone, today I have another video and today we're doing Vegapunk. As we did get a lot of new cards that are specific for this archetype, and I wanted to make a deck just to see if they improve the deck at in at least some variables, and if they do, there are new cards that are very powerful actually, that all yellow decks are basically playing, which is Bonnie and Nami, and also Snake, but yeah, the important cards are, I think, Bonnie and Nami. Well, Snakes is very important in this deck, honestly, because it allows you to just develop something and not stop the opponent from being too aggressive, and it gives you a little bit of time. So it's not bad. It's a good offensive card, and on live it could be helpful to save you from going for games. So it's actually very important for this deck. And then we have Nami, which allows you to control the board a little bit. Very important for this deck as well. And then there's Bonnie if you need to play aggressive. Bonnie is there to just give you more cards and be able to just take your life, draw more cards, and that allows you to keep up with your opponent. Very important for that strategy if you need to be doing, which sometimes you do, right? Then you also get to play the good old hits, which is Luffy. You get to play Lilith, which are very basic and core to the deck. You have to play those cards. Then we get to play Atlas, which I think is important for this deck because you do need triggers that play into the field, because the problem with these new cards is that they don't actually play into the field. So you do need triggers that force the opponent to not attack you, because you could trigger something and play it, which is important. It's very important for those triggers. And Atlas is very good because for the most part, you're always going to have less life than the opponent. So having this on the board and not be able to be removed is important. This is a 2K counter searchable, so we play it. It's 2K counter searchable, and you can play as the last life, and it plays from life, so it's definitely you have to play Frankie. Nico Robin draws you cards, is very good. And Yamato and Ace, I think this should be the other way around. It should be 4 Yamatos, 3 Aces, because Yamato, you can also play just a Tendon, heal another one, and it feels more powerful than anything else. I just thought this card versus Black Disc could be really good because it's hard to remove and also just heals you. But I don't know. It's hard to tell which one is the correct one here. Also, I'm playing 2 Raigos because I think it's important versus some decks. Being able to remove something and then heal yourself is just very good in some occasions. So I do want to have the option to play some Raigos. So it's the very tight deck. Like, you want to play a lot of cards, but you don't really have space for that many cards. So you have to make some cuts, some concessions. I'm not even playing that many 2K counters, which sometimes could be an issue because you don't have that much counter power. But I also you healing every time that you can. You don't need that much counter power because you do have a lot of healing. So that counts like a 2K counter, like in some instances. But still, it could be detrimental in some cases. And not being able to play 4 Bages, it could be a card that can save you in some spots here and there, of course. But yeah, this is the deck that I have. Let me know if you think that there should be a card in the deck, that if there's something that you think it should be better for the deck. But at the moment, this is what I have. And yeah, let's go see some gameplay. Alright, let's play some Egghead versus Zoro. I don't think this is the worst matchup per se, but I can see how it's not like the best since I'm not attacking, but I feel fine here because we get a lot of triggers, and I don't think Zoro likes triggers that much. So we get the defense, we get the triggers. Like, it's hard for them to completely play around everything that we do, right? So now here, I don't really want to play the Luffy here in life. So I'm going to play my my blocker probably, so he doesn't attack me. And if he's not attacking me, I'm okay, honestly. And if he does attack me, then I get a blocker and I get a Luffy later on to put on life. So this is just fine, honestly. I can do Nami, I can do Boa. Like, all of these cards are very good against aggressive decks. So I don't think we're going to have that bad of a matchup here right now. I could even do Luffy if he attacks me and then do it from board. This point, I'm a little bit scared of the event that he could have it. So I mean, we can just add the Luffy to the live and yeah, just call it a day. I don't need to attack here. Sure, he's gonna be able to do a chopper here, attacking to my life. You probably don't even want to do that because then I get free triggers. So, no reason to. I could have just played a snake here. Honestly, that wouldn't have been bad. I play snake. I lock the chopper and he could attack me. I guess it forces me to play a couple of cards from my life, but. I don't know what's gonna happen, so I'm trying to feel it here, what my opponent does here. Okay, I could play the Nami, kill his chopper, and then keep putting cards on board. Kill the chopper, and then I could place the this one on board. But I did it on live. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, eventually he has to attack me, and if he doesn't attack me, here comes Ace. Here comes this card. Here comes this other card. Okay? The more time that I get, the better for me. So it's up to my opponent how fast they want to be, how far they want to go. And this definitely eliminates a lot of the like aggressiveness from Zoro, which is pretty good for us, of course. So it's difficult to see what is the right play here. I'm just going to take whatever. I just buy myself one attack here. It's fine with me. It's up to my opponent to decide to attack or not. But as soon as they decide to attack, I'm going to have a full board. So it's not even that bad for us, of course. To crap back, and then I have Ace, and I have all these cards, right? He's finally decided to attack. And yeah, I'm just going to use the ability, KO his chopper. Don't mind that. Attack with that one, then I'll take. Here's my blocker. But I assume he's going to start trying to do the damage so he can go for game. But I don't feel like... I mean, I don't have that many cards in hand. So that could be one of the problems here. Okay. So you could have like a 7 attack and a rusher. Not bad. He goes for 8. I could. This is not bad. Just force KO everything that he plays this turn. Oh, he plays a chopper. He didn't have a rusher. Or he could have had a rusher, but he didn't play it. I could save the Yamato. It's not necessary that I need to play it this turn, right? So attack for 6. See if my opponent blocks. Like, I have different options here. I could just play the S-Snake. Prevent him from attacking with something. I can just play the Yamato, heal, and then KO his chopper. Also good. Yeah, I don't get to decide what I goes into my life. And I could have just saved the Yamato so I can do a double heal. But I think it's fine here. Even if he does put me to 0, I will always be able to heal. And based on what I get out of life. So he goes 7. He ignores my board. And I am definitely going to combo just in case I need to play the Tenko's Ace. And I need some Legiancy for my deck, of course. Now he can attack the blocker, but next turn I'm going to have blocker plus maybe an Ace. So I don't see myself that bad right now. I could definitely die. Like a couple of rushers could do it, could get him there, but it's alright. It's not that bad. Oh, there's a lot of creatures, but they're coming to defense. And okay, so he filled the board with cards that he can attack with. Obnoxious, but I think I'll be fine. I think. Okay, we have another Chaka, so that gives us a lot of options. Because now we can just play this one, play blockers for a turn, and see where he takes us here. So I'll attack with this one. I'll attack into that one. I'll attack into leader. And then I heal and then play Ace. With 2 blockers, that's having 4 life basically. So I'm not out of the game just yet. It is risky, but my opponent has to have a rusher and he has to connect with all of these cards, which At best, they are a 2k attacker, so they're not even that good, honestly. I have Connor. Attacking for 6 is annoying. I have to take this one, I think. Oh, that's risky of me, honestly. Because he could have a rusher and force me. Yeah, Yamato was... Yeah, that was risky on my end. Honestly. 6. Yeah, blocking and comboing there could have end in a loss. But here, I think I have to take... Because what I'm thinking he can do is attack for 5, 6. So I just need like a 1k so I can survive. I don't think he can do unblockable anymore. So taking here is fine. And I will heal twice next turn as well. So it's fine here. Okay, another Yamato is not ideal. But I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Because I try to keep my blockers for that reason. He attacks for 4, which is not the number, of course. I don't know what he's trying to do, but that one wasn't the correct number. I would have been able to combo to that one, to be fair. Okay, so he was trying to do Kid and Killer. And he destroyed his Brûlée. That has to be incorrect. We don't have the best of the hand at the moment, but it should be fine. We get double heal here. And a blocker. And I think we should be able to KO his whole board. Attack the chopper. Attack the 3 cost. And then heal 1. And then just keep the blocker. That's 3. You have to attack with 4 cards. Basically here. I think it will be fine. This acts for 7. Yeah, but this doesn't deal with the overall line problem, right? And I have another Yamato just in case. I have to double heal. Yeah, I think I can block. Because he needs 3 more attacks. Attacks for 7. Just in case, but like that doesn't do anything. And I didn't attack with the Chaka, because if I would have attacked with the Chaka and he defends the bird, then I actually will be in a really difficult spot to actually lose the game. So, yeah, I didn't want to do that. He goes Zoro. An attack for 7. Okay. Turns out I probably could have been fine, yeah. I have 8k worth of combo power. So, regardless, I think I would have been fine. And then now I can just get to play Yamato, double heal, and GG. I get to even play a blocker or double draw here, which is... Either way is perfectly fine for me, right? There is not shot that he can kill me again and get through a blocker. He might survive this turn, sure. But we don't care, right? Okay, he tries to save that one, but it's not going to work. I'm definitely going to attack it, because next turn he definitely just dies to my board. But this turn I just have to play defense, right? And I think the blocker is just the most annoying card to deal with, right? And I still have 9k worth of combo power. So, very unlikely that I'm going to lose this turn, honestly. Attack 7. Sure, I'll take it and play the blocker. What do you do? Still have 2 life, basically. That didn't do anything. And yeah, his hand is not gonna get there. Alright, we're gonna play against Calgary. And this could prove to be a really difficult matchup, honestly. At least we're going first, but going second, if they go first, it's probably gonna be a really hard matchup to overcome. We do have a Nami, which is not bad. We get a bunny here, so we can just draw and discard, which is not bad. Just some cycling. I mean, this isn't bad, but I don't know how much of a... I don't want to draw multiple aces, and I have a lot of top end, so... And I'm going to draw a couple of cards here, so... I think playing the snake here is good, because it will allow me to give me one more turn, I think. And allow me to just get something into the board, which is not bad. I also want to try to play a Raigu at some point. So having that option is also good. Attacks for 7. Takes a life for the 5-drop. Okay, that's not bad, precisely. And I drew a second ace, so that's not bad. Does he have an Okay, so this is scary. Very, very scary, actually. We do have the Nami and a heal. Question is, what am I gonna pitch for my hand? I think I do need the Raigu next turn, right? This one on play, I mean, it stops something, but I don't know. I think I need cards in my hand. This is difficult. This is a difficult matchup, honestly. I might have to pitch. I don't know. This is getting out of hand very quickly. But I do want to play the snake so I can do... so I can attack his board next turn. Although he has a bunch of cards in hand and it's not looking great for me, but we're gonna try. I think this is probably our worst matchup. One of our worst matchups. Calgary, definitely a problem here. I draw 2. Maybe I shouldn't have, but we'll see. Attack for 7. I'll take that one. Attack for 6. Okay, we can combo to that one. Attack for 5. Okay. We combo to that one. And then he's gonna play a heal. Okay, so he does play a heal. Okay, I guess it could be worst. Playing a Yamato here doesn't do much, honestly. Because he would just go for game next turn, right? So I think doing a Raigo here is sensible. I mean, there's just a lot of difficult options here. Maybe doing a Nami here is correct. Just getting rid of the Raigo. I could have attacked for 8 on this one, just in case. He combos out of that one. Yeah, Nami into KO that guy. Into maybe another Nami from hand. I think those are the options. Because I don't see anything else working out here. I could do the Luffy, draw a card, but I don't... That cannot be correct, right? Well, drawing cards is good, right? And I can add the Nami to the top of the deck. And see where this goes. I have the Yamato, so I could go to 0 if I want to. And have a shot still. Now let's see if he attacks the S-Snakes. Maybe not. No, I didn't draw anything. I was hoping in a trigger there so I can maybe play a blocker or something. But yeah, this is just a difficult matchup, honestly. He had a very, very good hand and it definitely just hard to counter that hand with the cards that I have. I mean, it wasn't impossible, but it was just too fast. He had more creatures than me in like by turn 2 1. He was able to defend them because of the hand. So it definitely makes it really, really difficult for me to win the game. Okay, and we're gonna play against Pudding, a heavy control deck. And instead of playing into our life, we're just gonna play it into the board. Because that's just like the better option, right? Here he's gonna attack us, probably. Oh wait, no, not going second, of course. And I could just buy myself one more turn. I don't need to attack this turn precisely. Oh, and this is just the best card to draw at this moment. Because I can just put Chaka on life. Yeah, he gets to attack my life. He has to attack if he wants to ramp, right? And then I get to just play Chaka for free. So he's kind of like forced to attack me. Or he doesn't attack me, and I'm okay with that too. Because like, that's not a big a problem. Next turn I get to play Bonnie and attack twice, and it's just like I'm okay with this, right? He takes his own life, interesting, and then he's gonna attack. I don't know about this. Taking your own life is, I mean, I guess he's searching for something, but it's kind of very very risky. I would say. I don't need help to go for game, but if you're gonna help me, then I'll take it, I guess. What is he gonna do? Defend out of all of this? I mean, he could. It's not unthinkable, but he didn't. So we get to draw cards, and yeah, and then I get to attack for 7. Oh, I guess I want to heal 1. I mean, I want to play 1 guy, right? I want to keep the pressure up. So yeah, attacking for 6 is fine. I already drew a card. If I wouldn't have drawn a card. No, I would have also always done that, right? Okay, no 7 drop. I mean, no Karakuri here. It doesn't make this matchup easier for him. I get to combo something here. He does have a blocker and a couple of cards in hand. He should be able to... because he went second, he should be able to already be able to play Big Mom next turn. But now I just get to draw cards if he ever takes a life. And I'm going to be able to attack for a bunch here. So 8. There's no way he doesn't take at least 1 life, right? So we get to draw 2. Discard 1. And draw 2, discard 1. I don't think I need a second ace. Probably just need 1. And he said he has 0 Connor. Well, I mean, you shouldn't tell me that, but yeah. I get to attack for 7. But yeah, this is the problem with usually how they build these pudding decks. You just don't have any counter. Look how many creatures I was able to just amass in such a short amount of time, right? He does get me with this. But it matters not because I can just attack with like I can keep my board and attack with what I have on board. Like, and I will defend this because it's just a draw 2, right? There is no way that he can out combo me here. And I can just get rid of the 10 drops if I need to. So attack for 9. Does he combo out of this? He does. Oh, so he's saying he was lying about not having combo. He does have combo. Which it doesn't matter to me. I didn't draw the Raigu on time, so I don't know if I need it. Attack for 5. Attack for 5. And then I will heal 1. Yeah, not because my opponent says he doesn't have any combo. I'm gonna just go for game or do something stupid. I'm just gonna put something in life and that's it. I could have put the blocker, but I think he's gonna play another Big Mom. So I wanna have the blocker for the 3rd Big Mom, if anything. I mean, yeah, why not? Just keep the bunny. I mean, keep drawing me cards. Even if he does survive next turn, I'm gonna be fine here. He does get rid of my Atlas, so it's likely that he survives this turn. But now I have Raigu active, so I'm okay with just dealing damage here this turn. Heal 1 and call it a day. Oh wait, I tapped out of Atlas range, but it doesn't matter, I guess. Oh, he's hoping for life roulette. Yeah, I guess that's an option. But I'm gonna attack with Bonnie first, just in case. See how many cards he has to combo. He doesn't have enough. Arguably, those Big Moms were better to play than the than the big mid mom. He can attack for bigger numbers, and he's able to remove some of my cards out of the board. Probably the better play, honestly, over the second 10-drop big mom, which doesn't do much, honestly. He could have used it as a way to win the game, but I mean, either way. I was able to showcase the bunny how good it is at drawing 2 cards and being aggressive if you need to, right? Which is the other way of to play the deck. Like, if you need to be aggressive, you can actually be aggressive, which is very nice. That's why bunny is so good in this deck. All right, we're gonna play against Luffy. Our hand is not the most amazing, but it can get there, I think. I mean, we have a draw 2. Always good to have Nico Robin there. If he attacks me, I get to just draw 2 cards. Not bad. Okay, this is looking a lot better now. I could do Luffy and KO from hand and play... Or I can play it on live. Actually, I think the better play would have been to play Luffy, KO the page 1, and search. That would have been a better play. I think I accomplished the same amount of things. But this one allows me to at least... It's kind of the same, honestly. But I mean, I don't know if drawing the card is better or not. But here at least I get to protect my life. If he attacks for whatever number, I get to maybe... It's like drawing a 2K counter, honestly. In some ways. If you think about it. Let's put the Atlas on live. I could put the blocker. And then play the Atlas. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Alright. I mean, Kaido would be annoying here for sure. But he doesn't have it. Or if he does, he didn't play it. So, silver lining here, of course. This Atlas could be really good here because they cannot kill it by battle. So we're always at the mercy of our triggers sometimes. Even though we can control that to a point. We are gonna need some help on this matchup. Thankfully he hasn't played the Magellan yet. So that does give us a little bit of leeway. And I'm definitely gonna take this because I don't want to just not be able to play anything. Interesting here. I could play a Lilith, double Lilith, and search. I am gonna need a 10-drop Kaido, but I can also play a Raigo next turn. Yeah, that's exactly what I was fearing. So a Raigo next turn. This turn is actually pretty decent. So KO that one. Attack with Atlas and attack with Chaka. So we get cards out of my opponent's hand. And then I could play the Lilith in life. And yeah, I mean, this is the best that we can do for now. Next turn we can do Yamato. This does delay us 1 turn. Because I was really hoping to... Ooh, I think I have to 2K counter this. Because I did want to be able to like heal and do something else, or like there were many options, but now I'm kind of pressed into doing Yamato, and I'm risky. I took that, which could be bad, honestly. If he would have attacked for big numbers, I think he just has it. Yeah, that was really. But maybe I wanna try to bait him into doing that, right? But I also want to defend my Chaka. I don't know. There's a lot of options here. 10-drop Kaido, it's another option here for him. He doesn't do it. And he attacks with a very bad number here. So, okay. He doesn't have a good play in hand, at least. Which gives me a little bit of legency. And I can force something to not be able to attack that is 6 or less. So, this is fine. My only problem is that I will not be able to deal with the... Honestly, I did this incorrectly. I should have attacked for 6 with the Chaka and do S-Snake, which forced him to not be able to attack with that one. So he wouldn't have been able to go for game. And at the same time, I develop an S-Snake. So this is an incorrect attack on my end. Yamato is probably better than anything else because it gives me a double heal. So Ace is actually not probably good. Attacks for 9 and... Ooh, we got the saving triggered out of life. Okay. I think that would be enough to survive here. And just to win in general. Because he wasted every card in his hand. So now he's kind of priced into like playing something here. Attacking for a mediocre number. Which I can just combo and now have 2 blockers. I don't think I need the Nami. And then play something else. But now we can take this game on the long game. And as long as I'm able to heal every turn, I should be fine. Especially with 2 blockers, right? So yeah, here I get to attack for... How big is that? 9? So I get to attack for 9, KO that one. I get to attack for 6, KO the other one. And I get to heal. And maybe even play the S-Snakes, actually. I don't know why I'm not... If I don't play the S-Snake this turn, I could be trolling. Because what I can do is heal the Lilith and play the S-Snake and force the Pauli to not be able to attack, which will be fine. But I get to search and then heal something that I really want, which is the Chaka. So that gives me more options too. Like that, I don't lose to a Kaido anymore, so that's good. Definitely good. And my opponent is right now I ran out of gas. Even a 10-drop Kaido is not nearly as good at the moment. And I get to block because I'm gonna play the Yamato next turn as I get to heal 2 cards. Oh, this is just beautiful. I get to play Yamato double heal. That's a GG. That's good enough to win here. I attack for 5, 5, 6. And it doesn't matter what my opponent does. I just get to heal another one. And I should be fine. Now he has to deal with my board. And the Kaido is just not good enough to win the game. Definitely got saved out of life there. That was luck more than anything else. But this is yellow in a nutshell. So you cannot complain about that, right? Alright. And the first thing we're going to do is play the cards on live. I think that's very good for us. We are not in a rush in this matchup, I don't think. So if they don't attack us, we're good with that. So I'm just going to keep playing cards on live. And hey, if you don't want to attack us, I'm okay with that. But if he does attack us, we just get free attackers on the board. So either way, I'm okay with this, right? I think this deck is very good against aggressive decks in general. But I don't think it's bad against control decks either. Because you get to just, okay, I can just play him to the field. And it could be equally as aggressive if you want to. So my opponent is just going to go for it. He's just going to let me have 2 creatures. Which the Atlas is really good in this matchup. Because I get to... like, it cannot get minused and be defended. So it's just fine. He wanted to defend that one. Okay, I get to search. Get maybe a 2k counter. And then play another Atlas on top of my life. Which is great. Again, I'm going to have, usually for the most part, less life than my opponent. So this just works perfectly for me. And I'm definitely not going to block with Chaka because, yeah, this is the problem. He gets to minus it and KO it, and I don't want that. So definitely just the play that I want to do, right? And I play another one, the Atlas, so I am being more aggressive than my opponent. My opponent is probably... This is the reason why... If you attack them, is bad. If you don't attack them, is bad as well. So, if you give this deck too much time, then it can definitely overpower you. But if you just willy-nilly attack them and don't respect it, then it can also just be like, okay, I play all these creatures for free. What are you gonna do, right? Now I do want to force him to attack my board. So I definitely just going to do that. I'm just going to attack with everything. If he wants to attack my board, then that's fine. That's not that big of an issue. And yeah, he has an Ichiji and Niji, I guess. It could be the car. But if he attacks my life, then I have my Frankie to just have another attacker and really pressure him to lose the game, right? And next turn I have Yamato, I think. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, I could play Yamato and just heal one and maybe kill something else. But yeah, he just doesn't have anything here. I mean, my board is insane, and what is he gonna do? Attack me, my life? I have Chaka next turn to heal, and I can just keep up a couple of cards and just attack him, put him very low. He has to deal with my board, and then I start doing Yamato loops. So yeah, I mean, this is not a matchup where the opponent wants to be on, I think, and attack that aggressively. Maybe he could have waited for a bigger board to start attacking me. But I can do some other plays. I can start locking his cards. I can just use Nami to kill his cards. He's still going to be in a difficult position. And eventually, I'm going to be able to play Yamato, Raigus, and all. In the meantime, I have 4 life, 5 life, and you're not attacking me, which is still like a problem, right? So it's hard to gauge what's the better option here. Okay, and we're going to play against Black Yellow Luffy. This matchup, it's a difficult one. I don't think it's not possible to like we could win, but it really is difficult. I think the bigger issue here, which we do have an answer for, it's going to be the Black Yellow the Luffy Ficos taking their own life. We do have the Nami to counteract that one, but it is going to be an issue, I think. Well, we do have to play the we could play the Nami, get rid of our Connor here, and then let him go. Not attacking in a deck where they're playing Kusan could also be a mistake. But if I attack him and I make their cards active, it's also kind of bad. So I feel like this is not correct either way. I played the Frankie on live. Maybe that was a mistake. Not a necessity. But I'm taking it slow. I'm building a board. And then hopefully I can get there. The Sabo definitely put a range on our plans. And if you start playing something like 10-drop Kusan or something like that, it's gonna be difficult. It's not gonna be the easiest game for like that we can do. But we're gonna try. We're gonna see what we can do. 10-drop Ace. We could just play Yamato and then just call it a day. Well, what's he gonna do? Play Kusan? I think that was the play, honestly. But now I have to apply some pressure here, right? Or else, what am I doing with these cards? Yeah, I think the I think I had to do one or two things. I had to play the Yamato, or I had to not attack. Like if I play the Yamato, I don't attack, and I can just sit on this board. But this was like an in between play that didn't do much. I think this was a mistake. Yes, I forced him to take all the life. But I don't think it did too much for me. Now he becomes a 7. He's been able to cycle through his whole deck. So it's likely that he's going to have Gecko. So this was not good for me. I don't think. I don't think he's going to attack my board. He's just going to go after life. And yeah, I can get a double heal, but that's not good enough, I don't think. Yeah, exactly. He's just gonna attack my board and my leader and ignore my board. Difficult, definitely. I do have to combo to that. That is terrible. The fact that he forced me to combo my Chaka it's bad. And now I'm drawing bricks, which is just not good. I do get a double heal at least. But you see, like, if I do this last turn, I would have a Yamato on board. Which, imagine the difference between like this turn and the last turn if I would have actually just gotten a Yamato here. Huge. But at least he didn't took his last life, so he still cannot play Gecko necessarily. He still needs to do like an in-between play. So that's a lot of cards from hand if he wants to do it that way. He could play like a 10-drop Kusan and deal with my Yamato. But I do have the Raigo to maybe deal with that. And then I will go from there, of course. It's not terrible at the moment, but it's not the greatest either. He's thinking on his play at the moment. I mean, yeah, the problem is that he could have a bunch of Geckos in hand, so he does need to use the leader ability, like to put the leader at least 7 or 8 or possible 9. But that is gonna cost him a couple of cards, right? That's gonna be a 2K. That's gonna be a. He's just gonna play the Gecko. Okay. I mean, not bad. This is not bad. But it's risky, no? Because now we can attack for like 5, 6, 6, 6 and do something, right? Well, he prevents that by attacking with my Yamato. I mean, might as well take this, right? Because I want to do the Raigo. So I think this is okay. I can do the Raigo, KO the Gecko. And then put him in the same spot at the moment. Ooh. Sorry. So yeah, I have the option to do... Okay, he combos out of that. That seems incorrect. Because I'm just going to attack that. Do the Raigo. And then... Man, I should attack for bigger numbers, honestly. Well, it depends. I want him to combo more cards out of this, honestly. So then let's do the Raigo and then KO his board, basically. So this could be misconstruct as a mistake from my opponent. And you would be right. Like, he's going to lose his whole board. And he still needs to do the... yeah, like, this was... It feels like a mistake from my opponent's end, so... And I'm just going to put the Nami just in case he doesn't play Protection next turn. But yeah, at this point, he did kind of mess that up. And allow me to attack with everything this turn. And have to force him to use his own ability to get rid of the last life. So, this is looking better than it was looking a moment ago. But definitely not by much. He did have the Kusan. So he wanted to do a Kusan play and try to remove everything, but like that just kind of was like the fact that I can't play Raigo is what he wasn't counting on, and that I can just go, okay, you're gonna play a Kusan, he'll kill your Kusan. So I think that's what he didn't realize, and that's why he did the play that he did. He's like, oh, now if I play a Kusan, then yeah, I can deal with X or Y card, but then he's gonna die to a Raigo. So that's the issue that I think my opponent saw now. So he transforms the leader into a 9K, so that's fine. It's not terrible, and I get to play the ace here and attack for 10. And then my opponent is just going to go for game here. Hopefully I have enough to survive. Or you can just play a 10-drop, a Gecko Moria and become a 9K and also be really annoying. But I think he should just go for game. I could survive based on my triggers, but... And that's also my opponent has to consider. Something my opponent has to consider. If he doesn't play the Gecko Moria and I tries to go for game and I have like a bait on life or a blocker or something like that, he could just lose. So something to consider in my opponent's end. But he might just go for game. And yeah, he's just trying to go for game. Okay. I do have to combo out of this, I think. Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to combo out of anything else. Attack for 8. That was bad. But at least... I should have gotten the blocker, but I guess it doesn't matter, really. if I'm trying to survive, I'm trying to survive here with the life. And that wasn't what I was looking for. I get a 2k counter here, but that's not good enough. 11, and yeah, that's not nearly enough. Okay, well, I think I could have played it better. I think I could have played better to win this game. If I played the Yamato on the turn that I should have played the Yamato, and then I play a second Yamato, and then I have a real pressure on my opponent, this I could have just won the game, or at least forced some plays that he didn't want to do. But unfortunately, I didn't. So that could have made a huge difference in this matchup. Alright, and for my thoughts on the deck, it's like a 3.5 liter, honestly, like maybe even 3. It relies on the triggers too much sometimes, and to save yourself. It's not bad. I think it's decent versus aggressive decks, but that's not the most common deck in the format right now. And I'm not entirely sure it's that good against Rob Lucy. So it definitely doesn't have that... I mean, you get to play 2 cards per turn, but not able to be attacking with the deck, with the leader. You do get to heal every time, so it's not the worst deck against Rob Lucy, but it's not the best, because having a board is important for you to be able to win. And if Rob Lucy is able to remove it every time, especially if they play something like Jack, is gonna make the game really, really hard for yourself. And they can choose when to attack and when not to attack, and that makes a huge difference for this deck, of course. So that being the case, I do think it's not gonna be like a deck that could like compete with the format. And that's why I give it like a low rating because of that. But with that being said, that's all I have for today. Thank you all for watching.